Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rage, and we are back today with another video here on the weekly reset happening today. In today's video, we're going to be going over all the upcoming updates and changes to come, in addition to some events that are also going live this week, as well as what's also currently ongoing. So, as per usual, if you want to stay up to date with Marvel Strike Force content, crush these events completely free to play, just like myself, please make sure you follow along, hit that like button, and give the channel a sub for future videos just like this. First and foremost, I do want to talk about the things that are obviously ongoing, right? I mean, there's still a few days left of this Winter's Peak Sword Satellite equivalent. If you guys haven't already, I've made videos for the last week or so here, just showcasing the teams that I've worked for myself. So I've been able to beat that completely. We also have the Frozen Dimension that's still ongoing. There's still another 7 days there. Unfortunately, that one you do need absolute A-Force built up to actually get to the finish line. Otherwise, you may have to core. And then we also still have the Anarchy in Arcadia, which is the A-Force Super Showcase, and the What If Wonderland. And actually doesn't... How many days is left of this? 8 days. So it's still a little bit of time here just to farm some resources and materials to help bolster your roster, especially now that we're kind of wrapping up the final events of the year and obviously starting things for the next week in terms of 2025. But more importantly, the newest team coming to the game. Guys, I also did a breakdown video of this as well. 2 Turtle Doves. This is already wrapped up completely. Hopefully you guys are able to capitalize on Kahori's free-to-play shards. Her event, this event specifically, was tied back to the Sword Satellite progression. So obviously if you did better on that event, you were going to actually, have a much easier time. I wasn't expecting to hit milestone 16, but as you can see, we were able to actually take advantage of all the free-to-play Kahori shards there. I also want to point out here, we still have a bit of time left in this race to Shadow King, collecting the Astral Forces via Snow Globes. Just another week to do that. And actually starting today is going to be the new event here that's called, and finally wrapping up the final event of the month of December, which is And a Zombie at the Party. If you guys didn't catch my video from yesterday, sorry, a couple days ago, it was actually breaking down this event, and this is a trap event, guys. Just save your resources. There's not really a point to go through this event because it's a little misleading. They said there was going to be Zombie, Scarlet Witch, Red Stars, but the only way you're actually going to be getting that is at the very final here. So, I mean, now that I can see the visuals here, let's see if I was wrong. I don't see any opportunity to get Red Stars of her, and most of us don't have her at 7 yellow, so it doesn't even matter. It's a non-event, especially in the scoring mechanics here, where you do have to, get additional points there if you actually have some of these absolute A-Force characters at 5 stars and above, and as well using ISO 8 campaign energy. So I'm just going to be saving it because this is a mix of the Winterland energy, which is a showcase event, right? And also obviously earning these 2025 warp fragments from ISO 8. But for myself, I'm already kind of looking on, onward in terms of what we're expecting in terms of things coming to the game, right? Remember, the level cap increase is coming. Level 100 is coming to level 105. Gear tier 20 is around the corner. So that's why I've been hoarding all of my ISO 8 campaign energy. I'm actually going to be using this. As you can see, I've got north of 22,000 right now. I'm just going to be using this towards the next progression because we've missed so many ISO 8 events now, but at this point, that's probably how I'm going to best take advantage of this opportunity with these saved energy. And yeah, I obviously miss out on some of the Strike Pass, rewards, but nothing has been game-changing or roster-breaking anyway, so I can afford to take that hit, especially as you can see, over 400 million in gold saved, 39,000 in power course. We are looking really, really good here for whatever teams and new announcements and updates that are coming to the game. Now, speaking of updates, though, I do want to quickly talk about the Battle Pass there. The Battle Pass is actually going to be resetting, and it is going to be actually giving us the opportunity for the Orcus team. So, characters shown here as part of the Orcus raids, the Orcus tech team here. These characters are going to be, there's shards probably available for the 3 characters being newer coming into the Battle Pass. And what's actually more important too is these characters right here, they're going to be joining the farmability in the game. So I don't believe this is live just yet. Usually it's the first week of the typical update of the month, right? So we'll likely see this in the first week of January. But yeah, Spotlight raids here still featuring Gladiator. It's actually now going to be changing to Sentinel. He's coming to the Spotlight raid orbs. Nimrod, respectively, he is going to be coming into the War Store. And then we have Omega Sentinel going to Hard Nexus Chapter 2-9, replacing Sylvie, who I believe is going to the War Store now. So just getting a little bit more congested in the War Store, as per usual. But yeah, Orcus team now is going to be farmable, and we have the Night Stalkers team actually joining bumps and the Elite Store. So that means when you're going, looking through and seeing if you can capitalize on some of the Ultra Store credits, we can actually now utilize that for a chance here to actually get more Night Stalker shards, especially if you don't have this team built up for Orcus raids. Very, very important there. But more importantly, I think the big one for later on this week, and not really an event per se, but more so something to be on the lookout for, right? Let's unfilter this. Is actually going to be, and I believe it's in game already when we last took a look at this, but it's actually going to be the Uncanny Avengers. So they're coming to the game as well pretty quickly here, and this team respectively, this is actually going to be required for the next Spotlight raid. So Jean Grey is going to get featured in a few days here. I believe it's the upcoming Friday here. Her Red Stars, her offers are coming, and I do actually plan on using Power Cores. Her and Hercules are the two characters that we should be paying attention to, because they're going to be formulating the next three meta teams that are going to be forming, Crucible value, War value, as well as the Spotlight raids that I just mentioned. But yeah, it's going to be kicking off a new Spotlight raid that's going to be replacing the Spotlight 1 raids. But this is called the Prologue one because we'll only be needing 4 members. So it'll be Beast, Falcon, Storm, plus Jean Grey. And then I think following that in a week or two, they'll probably release the full version, which would include Hercules. I'm assuming Hercules is probably going to be the week following. Usually that's how they like to keep things in the order. So Uncanny Avenger Showcase is also going to be joining. So that's basically the big one, guys. I'm definitely planning to use Power Course for Jean Grey. That's why I've been saving. It's going to be a busy year with the number of teams. And remember, with all the player votes that they've added into the game, there's still a lot of teams. The Thunderbolts, we still haven't seen Hitmonkey coming yet. I mean, there's a lot of different, and then we just wrapped up the vote as well for Hellfire Club. So lots and lots of teams and synergies coming our way, and that's why we have to be prepared. And don't forget, Professor Xavier, Charles Xavier is joining with the Age of X. Likely going to be a couple of Dark Dimensions now per year, but we're going to be waiting for that announcement because we still don't know what the other Dark Dimension character would be. We still need that third legendary-esque Dark Dimension character before Professor Xavier, so that's probably what we're going to be seeing likely in the next couple months here. But yeah, it's still preparation as per usual. That's why we really took our time in the month of December to save up our resources, because we know it's probably going to be an expensive year, but we're starting off the year strong, guys. We're starting off the year strong. But yeah, that's what I'm paying attention to right now. I'm going to be coasting the events this week. I'm going to be saving my resources for Jean Grey as well. If you want to do some prep in the meantime, I would start taking a look at Beast, Falcon, and Storm. These 3 characters, as well as the other, new X-Men Avenger teams that are coming, right? And I'm referring to, obviously, the Mighty Avengers, the Uncanny Avengers, and don't forget the Immortal X-Men as well. All of them having value later on. So likely one of these characters, one of these teams are also going to be required for the next Legendary, knowing the way that Marvel Strike Force and Scopely likes to kind of plan around that. So that's in a nutshell what we're going to be doing this week, guys. Prep, resource management, but as well paying attention to those little details that are going to be meaningful in the big picture when those things get announced. Do let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is the quick update here. Thank you for your time as always. Hopefully you had a great break. Happy holidays, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.